binomial theorem, exercise 6a, 16th question. If n is a positive integer, n is a positive integer, n is a positive integer, prove that sigma r equal to 1 to n r cube of ncr by ncr minus 1 whole square, ncr by ncr minus 1 whole square equal to n of n plus 1 whole square of n plus 2 by 12, n plus 2 by 12. Okay, now solution. So coming to the solution now. First I am taking LHS sigma r equal to 1 to n r cube ncr by ncr minus 1 whole square implies sigma r equal to 1 to n r cube. What is this formula? N minus r plus 1 by r, n minus r plus 1 by r whole square. So implies sigma r equal to 1 to n r cube into, I can write this one n plus 1 minus r whole square by r square. So split I want to write this n plus 1, and because sigma is in terms of r, I want to separate r square r. So sigma r equal to 1 to n r of, up to this one a, this is b, a plus b whole square, n plus 1 whole square minus 2 into n plus 1 into r plus r square. So split n plus 1 whole square sigma r equal to 1 to n r. So minus 2 of n plus 1 sigma r equal to 1 to n r into r square. Now plus sigma r equal to 1 to n r square into r cube. So sigma, so sum of n terms, okay, sum of n terms is equal to n plus 1 whole square already, n of n plus 1 by 2 minus 2 into n plus 1 already r square, n of n plus 1 of 2n plus 1 by 6 r cube, sum of cubes, n square of n plus 1 whole square by 4. Okay, what is common? In everything n common 1, n plus 1 whole square, n plus 1 whole square, n plus 1 whole square common, n and n plus 1 whole square common, n plus 1 whole square, n of n plus 1 whole square. Okay, now common, then what will we get? N by 2, n of n plus 1 by 2. Okay, actually what we need to prove, n of n plus 1 whole square of n plus 2 by 12. So question, r cube of, one more time, sigma r cube of ncr by ncr minus 1, ncr by ncr minus 1 whole square, which is equal to, okay. So I want to see one more time, r cube ncr by ncr minus 1 whole square, r square cancel r, n plus 1 whole square minus 2 into n plus 1 into r plus r square, a minus b whole square, a square minus 2ab plus b square. So n plus 1 whole square sigma r minus 2 of n plus 1 r into r square sigma r square r into r square r cube. So sigma r n of n plus 1 by 2 sum of n terms. So sigma r square n of n plus 1 of 2n plus 1 by 6 sigma r cube n square of n plus 1 whole square by 4. Okay. So n plus 1 whole square into n common, we are not getting n plus 1 by 2 plus, actually it is minus. So n common, n plus 1 whole square also common, 2 into 1, 2 into 3. So 2n plus 1 by 3. n common, n plus 1 whole square common, over n by 4. So n of n plus 1 whole square LCM 12. 2 into 3 6, into 4, 12 actually, but LCM of 2 comma 4, 4 into 3, 12. 12 by 2, 6. 6 into n, 6n, 6 into 1, 6. 12 by 3, 4. 4 into minus 4 into 2n, minus 8n. Minus 4 into 1, minus 4. Next, 12 by 4, 3 into n, 3n. So, n plus 1 whole square half. 6n plus 3n, 9n minus 6, 8n. n 6 minus 4, 2 by 12. Overall, n plus 1 whole square, n plus 2 by 12. So, this is the required solution. Okay, next question. Next question is 15th question. 15th. So 15th question is, if I comma n small are positive integers, I comma n are positive integers. 0 less than f less than 1, 0 less than f less than 1, and if 7 plus 4 root 3 whole power n equal to I plus f. 7 plus 4 root 3 whole power n equal to I plus f. Then show that first one, I is odd integer, and second, I plus f into 1 minus f. I plus f into 1 minus f equal to 1. So we need to prove this one. Okay. So I comma n are positive integers. 7 plus 4 root 3 whole power n equal to I plus f. So if this is the somewhat value. I is the integral value. F is the fractional value. F value lies between 0 to 1. So we need to prove these two. Solution. So 7 plus 4 root 3 whole power n equal to I plus f. Okay. Now let 7 minus 4 root 3 whole power n equal to s. I am taking this is equal to s. So f value 0 less than f less than 1, which is given. So 7 minus 4 root 3. So here it is root. I want to find out 4 square 16 into 3 48. So 48 is lies between 36 to 49. 36 to 49. So 6 less than root 48 less than 7. Root 48 value lies between 6 to 7. So 6 less than 4 root 3 less than 7. 6 less than 4 root 3 less than 7. So I want to find out the value, the bounds of this. Yes. So 6 less than 4 root 3 less than 7. Next, subtract, add 7 minus 4 root 3. Multiply with minus 6 greater than minus 4 root 3 greater than minus 7. Adding 7 minus 6 greater than 7 minus 4 root 3 greater than 7 minus 7. So 0, 1 greater than, so ascending order, 0 less than 7 minus 4 root 3 less than 1. So I want to raise power here, 0 power here, 0 less than 7 minus 4 root 3 whole power here less than 1 power n 1. So now if we observe, this is yes. So if the number lies between 0 to 1, how much power it will be raised even though it lies between 0 to 1. So that's why we are raising power here. So 0 less than, s less than 1. 0 less than, s less than 1. Now I want to do I plus f plus s. I plus f equal to 7 plus 4 root 3 whole power n plus 7 minus 4 root 3 whole power n. 7 plus 4 root 3 n c naught 7 power n. n c1 7 power n minus 1 4 root 3. Next n c2 7 power n minus 2 4 root 3 whole square plus up to so on. Next plus nc0 7 power m minus nc1 7 power n minus 1 4 root 3 nc2 7 power n minus 2 4 root 3 whole square minus up to so on. If we observe, this is plus, this minus getting cancelled. Next this one getting cancelled. Next one plus minus getting cancelled. So we are getting the terms same 2 times. So I plus f plus s which is equal to 2 times of nc0 7 power n nc2 7 power n minus 2 4 root 3 whole square nc4 7 power n minus 4 4 root 3 whole square plus up to so on. So if we observe root 3 square into 3 root 3 whole power 4 3 into 3, so we are not getting root, so something integral value, something it is integral value to k. So here k is integer, here k is any integer. If we are adding something entirely, we are getting 2k. So I is integer, 2k is integer, 2k is also integer. So this is a decimal, this is decimal. So if we are adding integer to integer, then only we are getting integer. So therefore f plus s is also integer, f plus s is also integer. So 0 less than f less than s, 0 less than f less than 1 and 0 less than s less than 1. So adding 0 plus 0 0 less than f plus s less than 1 plus 1 2 implies the integer lies between 0 to 2 is 1. F plus s is equal to 1. F plus s is equal to 1. S is equal to 1 minus e. S is equal to 1 minus f. So I plus f plus s is equal to what? 1 equal to 2k implies I equal to 2k minus 1. So 2k is even number, 2k minus 1. If we subtract 1 from even number, we are getting odd number. So therefore I is odd number and I plus f into s equal to 7 plus 4 root 3 whole power n into 7 minus 4 root 3 whole power n. I plus f, s is equal to what? 1 minus f which is equal to 7 square 49 4 root 3 whole square 48 whole power n 49 minus 48 1 power n equal to 1. So this is the required solution. 14th question, third bit 14th. If r comma n are positive integers, if r comma n are positive integers, if r comma n are positive integers, n is odd, 0 less than f less than 1 and if 5 root 5 plus 11 whole power n equal to r plus capital F, then prove that first one r is even integer, r is even. Second, r plus f dot f equal to 4 power n equal to 4 power n. So similar to the previous question. So solution 5 root 5 plus 11 whole power n equal to r plus f. So and 0 less than f less than 1, fractional part less than 1, and this is the real part, this is the not decimal part, integral part, this is the fractional part. Okay, n is odd. So let us consider s equal to 5 root 5 minus 11 whole power n. 5 root 5 minus 11 whole power n. So 5 root 5. 5 into 5, 25 into 5, 125. 125 lies between 121 to 144. 11 square, 12 square. So 11 less than 5 root 5 less than 12. Now subtract 11. 11 minus 11, 0 less than 5 root 5 minus 11 less than 12 minus 1, 1. So raising the power n, 0 power n 0, 5 root 5 minus 11 whole power n less than 1 power n 1 implies 0 less than s less than 1. So I am writing r plus f plus s. I am writing first. I want to check r plus f plus s. So r plus f 5 root 5 plus 11 whole power n plus 5 root 5 minus 11 whole power n. 5 root 5 plus 11. So n c naught 5 root 5 whole power n c 1 5 root 5 whole power n minus 1 into 11 5 c n c 2 5 root 5 whole power n minus 2 into 11 square plus up to so on minus not minus plus n c naught 5 root 5 minus n c 1 5 root 5 whole power n minus 1 into 11. Next n c 2 5 root 5 whole power n minus 2 11 square minus up to so on. So if we add, what will we get? This one cancel, next one, this one getting cancelled. So but n is what odd. If it is odd number, root 5 power even root will be removed, odd won't be removed. So if we are taking like this, these terms won't be getting cancelled, the integral parts only getting cancelled. That's why instead of doing r plus f plus s, I am doing r plus f minus s. So this is minus. Now it is minus. Now these terms are getting cancelled. So whatever the terms remaining, we are getting twice 2 of nc1 plus nc1 5 root 5 power n minus 1 into 11 nc3 5 root 5 whole power n minus 3 into 11 cube plus up to so on. Since n is odd number, odd minus 1 even, so this power even means it will be integral, root will be getting cancelled. Here also root will be getting cancelled. Overall, let us consider this is equal to k. 2k. K is integer. K is any integer. So k is any integer. R plus f minus s equal to k. R comma 2k are integers. Therefore, f minus s is also integer. So f minus s also integer. 0 less than f less than 1. 0 less than s less than 1. So if we are taking f minus s is integer, what are the integers near to 0, 1? 0, 1, minus 1. But so difference won't be minus 1 and 1. There is only one possibility. F minus s is equal to 0. F and s are both should be equal. So implies f equal to s. F value yes. F minus s is equal to 0. R equal to 2k. So multiple of 2 is nothing but r is even. R is even. Next, r plus f into s equal to r plus f 5 root 5 plus 5 root 5 plus 11 whole power n 5 root 5 minus 11 whole power r plus f dot s is nothing but again f equal to s. So s equal to f. So 5 root 5 whole power 11 125 11 square 121 whole power n. So 4 power n. So this is the required solution. Next, similar question. Question number 15. If 3 root 3 whole power 5, 3 root 3 whole power 5, 3 root 3 plus 5 whole power 2n plus 1 equal to x, equal to x. So f equal to and f equal to x minus bracket x minus bracket x. Okay, where bracket x is the integral part, where bracket x is the integral part, is the integral part. Find the value of x into f. Find the value of x into f. X into f. So this question is similar to this one. So here it is mentioned n is odd, 2n plus 1 is also odd. Similar solution. Okay. Solution. Let 3 root 3 plus 5 whole power, instead of m I am taking m, equal to I plus f. I plus f. Okay. So I plus capital F I am taking. I plus capital F. 3 root 3 plus 5 whole power m. So let m equal to 2n plus 1 is odd. M is odd and I plus f equal to x. I plus f equal to x. I is integral part. I is integral part. So I equal to bracket x. I equal to bracket x. Okay. Now, so I am taking instead of m, here it is m. So let s equal to 3 root 3 minus 5 whole power m. So here the fractional part must be less than f, 0 less than f less than 1. 0 less than f less than 1. Okay, now if we are doing like this, so I want to find out the bounds for s. So 3 root 3, 3 into 3, 9 into 3, 27. So 27, 5 square, 25, 6 square, 36. 5 less than 3 root 3 less than 6. 5 less than 3 root 3 less than 6. So subtract 5. 5 minus 5 less than 3 root 3 minus 5 less than 6 minus 5. 0 less than 3 root 3 minus 5 less than 6 minus 5 1. Raising power m. 3 root 3 0 less than 3 root 3 minus 5 whole power m less than 1 power m 1. So 0 less than s less than 1. So since m is odd number, so same like this. If I am taking plus s, so even terms will be getting cancelled, but we are getting odd terms should be getting cancelled. So I plus f minus s, which is equal to 5 root 3, 3 root 3 plus 5 whole power m plus 3 root 3 minus 5 whole power m. Simply m c naught 3 root 3 whole power 3 root 3 whole power m plus m c1 3 root 3 whole power m minus 1 into 5 plus m c2 3 root 3 whole power m minus 2 5 square plus up to so on in minus m c naught 3 root 3 whole power m minus m c1 3 root 3 whole power m minus 1 5 m c2 3 root 3 whole power m minus 2 5 square minus up to so on. So this one cancel, this one getting cancelled. What are the terms are remaining? Getting twice. 2 of m c1 3 root 3 whole power m minus 1 into 5. m c3 3 root 3 whole power m minus 3 into 5 square plus up to 1. since m is odd number, if it is odd number, m minus 1 should be even number. So power integral, power root power even, so integral value. So overall we are getting k, 2k. K is integer. K is integer. So I plus f minus s equal to 2k. I comma 2k are integers. I comma 2k are integers. So therefore f minus s is also integer. F minus s is also integer. Okay, f minus s is integer. 0 less than f less than 1. 0 less than s less than 1. So the difference should be, the f and s are lies between 0 to 1. The difference should be equal to 0. So therefore f minus s is equal to 0. F is equal to yes. F is equal to yes. Okay, now f minus s equal to 0. I equal to 2k. So I equal to 2k. Actually we don't need whether it is even or odd. So what we need, x into f. So x into f. So I plus f into s equal to I plus f into s. Similar to the previous. So I plus f is equal to 3 root 3 plus 5 whole power m into 3 root 3 minus 5 whole power m. So I plus f is equal to what? X. X is equal to what? F. X into f, which is equal to 3 root 3 27 minus 25 whole power m. So is equal to 2 power m. So actually m we considered. What is the value of m? M equal to m plus 1. 2 power 2m plus 1. So x into f equal to 2 power 2m plus 1. So this is the required solution.